Renee Nicole Good. Renee Nicole Good. She was a 37-year-old U.S. citizen and mother of three, and she was shot and killed. She was murdered by ICE agents in Minneapolis. And of course, the pig administration that we have in the White House, all these disgusting pigs, elite pigs. Of course, they're saying that it was self-defense, but when you look at the video, you can clearly see that she was not ramming her car into any ICE agents. She was clearly driving away at less than 5 miles per hour, and she was swerving, trying to get away from them. And this ICE agent, this ICE terrorist, he shot her in the head 3 times, as you can see in the video clearly. This was an execution of a U.S. citizen. This was murder. And those on the right are saying that that the shooting was justified and that she tried to ram the ICE agent with her car, and that's just complete stupidity. They're just a cult. MAGA is a cult. It's a conservative cult that is desperate. I mean, completely desperate, and they are panicking because they want to take America back in time, but they're failing. They're failing miserably. Yeah, so far, during Trump's, I'm not going to call him Trump, during the pig's first year in the White House, around 500,000 immigrants have been deported. But do you know what? At the same time, around 1 million immigrants have also come into the United States. Some of them are students enrolling in colleges. Some of them are workers. Some of them are just visiting family. People are still coming into America because not even Trump can stop that. Americans aren't having babies. The American citizen's birth rate is one of the lowest in the world. America needs immigrants. It needs immigration. And it's not going to stop just because Trump is in office. He's going to lie and say that he's getting rid of all the immigrants. He's not. But of course, these MAGA cultists, they're going to believe that because they just believe anything he says. If Trump did it, it's good to them. That's what conservatism does to people. It erases their individuality. It almost takes away their souls. Like these MAGA people, these MAGA cultists, these right-wingers, you could tell, like, when you talk to them that they don't have a soul. They don't have anything authentic inside of them. They are made up of traditions and beliefs that were passed down to them by their grandparents and by their parents. There's nothing original in them. And I see it like in my everyday, day-to-day life when I'm talking to someone who's progressive. Like when I talk to a progressive person, they're normal. They have a job. They have plans. They're just normal people. They might dress a little bit different from other people around them. They might love a little bit different from the tradition. But you could tell that they're full of life and joy, and they want peace, and they want happiness, and they want people to get along. They want black people to get along with white people. They want a peaceful global community where we respect each other. And we're not trying to dominate somebody because they're different, because they look different or they speak a different language. We're all equal. And that's the vibe you get when you talk to a progressive person. But when you talk to a conservative person, on the other hand, and I could always tell who a conservative is. For example, like at my job, if I'm talking to a conservative, we could be talking about, I don't know, for example, we could be talking about cats, like a cat had a bunch of kittens, and we'll just be talking about how the cats and the kittens are cute, and somehow they'll find a way to insert politics into a conversation about cats. And that's just that's how conservatives are. They can't go 5 minutes without bringing up politics, about bringing up someone's nationality, about without bringing up race, without bringing up religion. It's all they think about. Anyway, I feel like this shooting, this murder of this innocent woman by ICE agents, I think this is gonna spark something big in America. ICE agents murdering this innocent woman, it's gonna spark something big in America. And what is wrong with Republicans? Are they just completely stupid? How could you look at that video and think that that shooting was justified? That cop, his life was not in danger at all. She was traveling obviously less than 5 miles per hour. Get out of the way. Step aside. You don't have to shoot into the side of a car, into somebody's head. Or is that going to be the new norm in America? Someone at work made me mad, so you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to stand in front of their car, and when they try to drive around me, I'm just going to shoot. Is that what people want in this country? Just stand in someone's car, and then if they try to drive around you, you're justified in shooting them in the head? Really? Like, how stupid can you be? Republicans are just very sick. They're disgusting people. And all of this that's going on, it comes from them being just so desperate. Republicans are America's biggest victims, and they're desperate, and everyone's out to get them, they think, and all of their problems in life is the fault of an immigrant. If you don't have a good job, it's because an immigrant has a job that you could have gotten. If your wife dumped you or cheated on you, it's because Hollywood is woke. Like the things Republicans come up with is just, I don't know, they're clearly a cult. They're clearly disturbed. They're clearly desperate. America's not going to go back to whatever you thought it once was. It's not going to become great, especially not under Donald Trump. Especially not under the pig in the White House. I mean, it's obvious to anyone with anyone with a brain, it's obvious that by the time the pig's term is up, America is probably going to be on fire. The streets are going to be on fire. The economy is going to be in the dirt. Unemployment is rising. The tourism, the American tourism industry has pretty much collapsed. And that's brought to you by the pig in the White House. And Republicans, they refuse to see that. They refuse to see the truth. And Republicans refuse to see the truth because they're desperate. Trump, to Republicans, Trump is their last hope. They put everything on him. But this was clearly, very clearly murder. Murder of an innocent woman. Murder of a mother. Her children will grow up without a mom because she wanted to swerve around ICE agents, ICE terrorists. So now in America, you get driving close to someone at under 5 miles per hour is considered life-threatening. And this all stems from conservatism. Conservatives, these grumpy old men and women across America who are mad because their children and their grandchildren, they don't take the traditions that were passed down to them as seriously as they once did. They're upset because not everyone in America is a blind patriot. They're upset because we're not going to follow their version of Christianity, the Christian religion, and that they use that to control the population. And people are waking up. This is going to cause a lot of Americans to rise up. People aren't just going to go quietly into the night. When we see videos of ICE terrorists murdering a woman in her car who's simply trying to drive away from them,